What's the weirdest sex position you've done, Theo? If you've done the one where you're in missionary?
What, the one when I'm on top of the ladies on the pub?
Okay,
Do you know
what's
about
the
that
most feminine sex position you've ever done?
What?
Like, you know, there's ones that are like where some blokes like to be like the one that's getting dominated. Your legs can be open.
Oh.
And you're no.
Oh, that is
Imagine
horrible.
the stench coming off of him.
Yeah. Anyways. Welcome, my Wafflin friends, to another episode. Now, Luke Martin, you were whispering in my ear the whole train journey up here about something very special. So please tell us, what is it?
No, you're right. And it's a question for you, Theo. You've been saying recently that you're trying to be more financially savvy.
What?
Have you actually got any advice for us? Like, where should we be putting our money?
That's right, Luke. Now, as I am a specialist in investment nowadays, guys, I'm glad you asked that. I've actually been looking into crypto a little bit more, and I didn't know loads about it before, but I've started using this platform that's made it all way easier.
Well, maybe this is the perfect time to tell you about today's sponsor, Coinbase.
Coinbase is the global platform to build, manage, and track your crypto portfolio. Send and receive crypto, stake cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Cardano, and set up automatic or recurring buys, and even stay updated with the latest crypto news, track prices, and transfer crypto internationally.
And if you're wondering if this is legitimate,
Coinbase is the most trusted place for people and businesses to buy, sell, and manage crypto.
And the Coinbase app has a super user-friendly interface. And if you ever do need help, well, guess what, my friend? They have a 24/7 customer support via phone or live chat.
And there's a whole other way to earn with crypto. With staking, which is a way to earn rewards by putting your crypto to work on a blockchain network, you can earn up to 14% APY by holding assets. Flexible staking starts from as little as £1.
Honestly, if you're looking to get into crypto or just want a proper, reliable place to buy and sell, it's definitely worth checking out. It helped me massively, and I'm sure it can help all of you too. And remember, guys, don't invest unless you're prepared to lose all the money you invest. Now, this is a high-risk investment, and you should not expect to be protected if something does go wrong. This is not investment advice, and is not a recommendation to buy or sell any particular digital assets.
Well, I'm genuinely excited now to get started. So thanks, Theo, and thank you to Coinbase.
So, if you guys want to start your crypto investing journey today, just like young Malfoy, well, click the link at the top of our description and sign up to Coinbase right now. Back on with this show. Boys.
Oh, here we go. I'm so excited for this one. Oh, that was the worst sound ever.
The thing is, this is big. This is like I'm about to die.
I'm not even going to. I actually had a conversation about this with someone, by the way.
Wait, what?
I can't remember who I was speaking to, but it doesn't really matter. The conversation went like this. They're like, oh, yeah, I heard Joe's going to do Ayahuasca. Isn't that a bit scary? And I was like, yeah, I'm a bit concerned for him, if I'm being honest. Who are we going to get when he returns? Is it going to be Joe? Josephine? Joey?
Like corporate Joe?
Mate, corporate Joe? Was it like free flying Joe who loves the mushrooms? And like, what are we going to get? Maybe you, I don't.
We did have this
Are you not
conversation
scared?
because, like, what if when he's being spoken to, you know,
My God.
maybe real Joe is gay Joe, or maybe.
Mate, multiple people keep saying that. They're like, no, wait. Multiple people keep saying, like, what if you come back gay?
What's wrong with that?
I said, mate,
there's
well,
nothing
then
wrong with
that's
it.
That
but
would
we
be
just say it.
sick.
No, but mate, like, KSI said that. Some geezer at the pub said that. Like, that's the first thing that a lot of
Is that
men,
possible?
a lot of straight men are going, that's their, oh, but what if you come back gay? I'm like, why is that the first thing that you're worried about? Do you know what I mean? So
But you may come back as like,
You were a little bit worried as well.
Mate, I was thinking, like, I don't know what to expect. Obviously, for those of you that don't know, or haven't been watching in the past, like, 4 weeks in a row. But today's obviously the last episode before I go on my ayahuasca retreat. And, yeah, like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know whether I'm going to be shown certain things. I'm practicing surrendering.
how do you practice surrendering?
So my brain's making me do it. It's giving me untold amounts of nightmares. Every night, like the other day.
Wait, what do you mean your brain's making you do it?
Mate, in order to get out of the nightmare, I have to surrender. There's no way to wake up. I keep having night paralysis. And it feels like it's like preparing me to get used to surrendering.
Mate,
You think I'm crackers?
Yeah, what was that? Dream?
He's like he's like
No,
he's like a prisoner for his own brain.
No, listen to me. When I talk about this, like off waffling, I know it just sounds all right. I come on here and I feel like I sound like actual mental. But overall, yeah, I'm well excited for
That's
it.
sick.
Ultimately, things may come up that may be difficult, but you just got to ride it out, mate. That's basically what it comes down to.
You are under strict instructions, though. Like in the build up to it, though, aren't you? You're undertaking many numerous tasks right now, aren't you?
Well, just diet, really. No sex. No.
Are you
that going?
adhering to the rules?
I'll be real. I couldn't resist not having sex.
I hated that. Why was that so awful?
Why?
Resist
I
it.
couldn't
I
resist.
couldn't resist.
Oh, that's the worst thing you've ever said.
Really?
That was like icky.
Okay, well, listen. I did it, and it felt right. Okay.
Doggy?
What?
Why would
You're a
want-
creep. But yeah, basically.
Did you though?
Yeah. No. Listen.
Missionary.
There's certain things. Like,
And the one when like the man's on the top and ladies underneath.
what's the weirdest
what,
sex
speed bump?
position you've done, Theo? Have you done the one where you're in missionary?
What, the one when I'm on top and the ladies on the bottom?
Hey, what?
No, but okay.
Do you know
what's
about
the
that one?
most feminine sex position you've ever done?
What?
Feminine. Like, you know, there's ones that are like where some blokes like to be like the one that's getting dominated, but it could be where like
Feminine?
yeah, so it's in like your legs could be open
Oh.
and your no,
Oh, no, that is
Imagine
horrible.
the stench coming off of him.
yeah. Anyways, but overall, ready to rumble, mate. I don't want to bore everyone with it, so I've gone on about it weeks on end.
I am genuinely intrigued to like, what happens if you come back the same and nothing happens?
And
then that's
happy
great
days. I
news,
mean,
right?
I'll be real. Like, I have definitely noticed how like I'm seeing the bigger picture on things that before I was very like, I can't resist this certain thing that I keep doing. For example,
Coffee. Oh, God. No, God forbid my morning coffee.
no, not just that, but there's just certain ways that I notice that I'm already seeing the bigger picture on certain things.
That's really cool.
Which is cool. Don't know if it's related or whether like
I don't-
I just have a clearer mind because I'm not just with
family's
donuts
there for you.
in me all the time and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the donuts, mate, they're killing us.
No, but
Oh,
it's
they
in,
probably
like,
are, actually.
no, but what is interesting is that, like, obviously your stomach is connected to your brain, right? I'm thinking very like clear. I know I can't get my words out today, but I am thinking a lot clearer. I wonder if that's related.
I am so intrigued by the like when people say I'm thinking clearer.
Yeah,
Because surely, like, you're always just thinking clear.
yeah, but what's that? What does that mean for you?
I don't really know. It's just like I have the inability to be able to dive deep, I think, within like how I'm feeling a lot of the time. So like when you notice that you're thinking clearer,
Yeah,
I got no fucking clue. Like I don't
Right.
like I think I'm thinking the same as last week.
Well, have
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Do you know what I mean? Like do you
He said he doesn't have the ability to think beyond what is. So like for him now it's just always.
Have you been diagnosed with anything like serious stuff? Like, I'm not taking the piss. Have you been tested?
asthma? Got asthma.
No, but it's in like, do you sit there and think like
Just-
when you're with your girl, for example, do you like I have like feelings come over you and like do you have thoughts about her and do you think about anything?
think- of course I think.
Or do you just sort of like hang out and you're like, oh, that's another human being. That's
I'm not
in my
a robot.
presence.
No, I'm not a robot. I have emotions and
trying to
thoughts.
understand.
But I'm just saying, like the whole like, I was thinking a lot less clearer last week. It's quite hard to actually like.
No, so like you could be clouded by your more desires and not thinking straight on like what's actually best for you. You see what's like doing the right thing, what you know is actually right for you is coming through a lot clearer, I'd say,
Yeah.
when you have a clearer mind. Whereas you can get wrapped up in giving into your like little like desires and oh no, fuck, I'll just do that. And
you
like
know
not
what
having
it is?
discipline or willpower and I'm a bit all over
like
the place.
You know when people have like
No? Alright.
ADHD and there's these like multiple conversations. I'm addressing it like there's loads of conversations. You overthink everything.
Yes.
Like is constantly worrying. I feel like I have the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like going backwards almost. Like I don't overthink anything really.
Well, that's useful, and you're using that in a great way. Like obviously doing endurance stuff. Like a lot of people would find endurance very difficult because their thoughts overtake them. Whereas you've gone, okay, I have this lack of thoughts. Let me do something where that can come into play really well. You can hyper focus on what you need to do, smashing it. I think that's everyone can probably relate to that. Like, right, rather than go, oh, I can't do this thing. This is almost a disability of mine. It's like, how can I actually utilize that to work for me?
100%.
And I think we probably all have that. And nowadays, like we have diagnosis, like I know I take the piss, but as in like, oh, ADHD,
Yeah.
or autism, this thing. Mate, back in there, right, when you're a caveman, right? That would be like, oh, you've got ADHD. You're the one that's going to go hunting because you're going to notice things quicker than everyone else.
100.
It would actually be like everyone with their little nuanced like minds. Actually, it would be utilized. Whereas in today's modern world, where you're actually like limited of you need to be book smart or, we're more limited. It's actually just put down as a bit of a disability, which is bonkers in reality.
It's like Down syndrome cavemen.
Wait, what?
Do you think there was actually like back in day, like there was like, it's like a what is Down syndrome?
And that's where you're born with an extra
I know what it is, but
chromosome.
what's it? It's not a like what is it?
It's just a diagnosis.
Like a syndrome. It's like
yeah, it is a syndrome. So
but do you know what I mean? There's other
the
things
name.
like when you're born with whatever disease or disformity. Do you think that happened in caveman, or do you think everyone was just born like a
No,
fucking brick shit
100%.
out?
This would have been.
Do you see what I'm saying? Here? Like,
Okay, so-
would have. I feel like they probably weren't.
Like-
I
or was that just modern?
I feel like yeah,
know
but
what
even
I
up until recent times, I don't think they were treated particularly amazingly. I would imagine a lot of the times if there was that would have looked like to a caveman.
weak or something like that.
It's like survival of the fittest. I wonder if it would have been like back in the day when they didn't have the resource to like, surplus resource for those less
Yeah.
fortunate. It would be like, if you can't look after yourself, maybe you don't survive. But it makes you think like, okay, that syndrome has lasted till today. So what that means is it's strong enough to survive.
No, but
I
I
thi-
don't think it's something that is necessarily, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's something that's necessarily in the gene pool because it's not like, oh, well, they're Down syndrome because their dad is Down syndrome. It's,
not how- yeah.
something that can literally,
Isn't it just
Yeah.
isn't it one missing chromosome?
I think it's an extra.
Okay, so I've just typed this in. When was it? It was first clinically
Diagnosed.
described in 1866. Ultimately, what was your point about this caveman Down syndrome idea, Theo?
Is that you're talking about there's like autism and all this ADHD getting thrown around. It's way more common and prevalent now.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, was it even around, or is it modern technology? Is it
I think
certain gases
before-
that
100%
affected
did.
it?
Well, maybe
Like,
there would be. I wonder if 5G is causing us to all have different effects. But
See what I'm saying?
no, because I sometimes get referred to as like the
creepy
olden day version of it. Oh, that guy's so creepy, right? When we,
Wait, I don't
Why?
like-
when
Why?
nowadays it would be like, oh, he's got ADHD or something, which
You get called creepy by people.
it's quite a common thing.
I feel I do feel
I'm not really creepy. I play into
You
it.
get called
on a
creepy
level.
on
On
the
a level. I know, like I pretend I'm creepy, but I'm actually not a creepy guy.
That's what a creepy guy would say. Very creepy.
I do think the terms get thrown around like way too freely.
What terms?
Like ADHD, autism, and it's like
Any more terms?
Yeah, it's like no, but
No,
what would be
those
the
in
lack of? So
particular.
everyone, if there's a doctor listening, so what would Theo have? Because
AAADG.
what? Wait, what? Wow, my leg. Wait, what was that?
ADHD.
Anti-ADHD.
Correct.
Well, that's good for you. Someone else.
what?
Oh, what's that funny?
That's the way you
What else have you been up to then? Like, what's going on in all your life? I haven't seen you boys in ages.
I went to a festival.
Yeah, what was that? A special
I saw you
one.
last week.
No,
Yeah, I see you all the time.
it
I
was
haven't
quite
seen
special.
Theo.
Yeah, I went sober.
You went sober.
I did a whole drinking session sober.
Is that the first ever time you've like not put toxic poison in your body and gone through an experience? Like, how was that for you?
I'd say first proper time I've gone on like a big Rascalite night out till 2 a.m. sober. Yeah,
And how was it?
it was kind of cool. It was kind of like invigorating actually. I didn't think I had that in the locker. It was actually like I enjoyed myself at the festival. I was like partying and I actually feel like I had more confidence
Really?
in a weird way.
Do you
Really?
feel like
Why
you could
was
let
that?
loose?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like when we went to the club, I definitely could have done with a few drinky poos because I was very like awkward and a bit like. But I was there for the other people. Do you know what I mean? They were having a great time, so I was facilitating a good time.
How do you find making friends and socializing without a stimuli? Because if you actually look around, my friend, every single brother, sister I see is either pumping some sort of chemical into them in order to feel like they can let loose.
Yeah.
And like the amount of people I saw at the weekend, I was at a country evening where we were all dressed up as cowboys, right?
Yeehaw!
Some people that I like don't say hardly any words in day-to-day life, they were now coming forward and chatting and maintaining eye contact and just I was like, wow, that's cool.
That's confidence.
But like, is it like why are that they've obviously had a bev? Now, what would be your advice to have that sort of confidence without the Bev Theo?
Oh, what? I don't know. I wouldn't have gone up to like a rando on that night out and started to make friends. Luckily, I had my circle around me that I was chatting to, so it was okay. But my advice would be, you can do it with a drink. Therefore, you can do it while sober. You can. You just have to somehow activate it in real life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you've got proof that you've done it.
Why do we have that little voice that tries to sabotage and make us feel like we're not worthy and that we can't do it? Like that's obviously the chimp part of the brain.
Yes.
But how's that safety first? Just keeping you being a pussyhole.
Being locked away almost.
Yeah, it's like no, don't do that. No, that's like why we all have a pussyhole part of our brain that's just a little scaredy cat. I wonder why.
But is
Because it seems counterproductive at times.
100%.
A lot of the time, actually.
Is it more so that it's your brain starts doing things that it wouldn't ordinarily do once you've had a drink, as opposed to these are things that you ordinarily would do, but only if you've had a beer?
But why is that though? Why does alcohol alter your brain chemistry like that?
Well, it does. I mean, it's alcohol, isn't it?
It's not an answer though, is it?
It's not, but like,
It's just not an answer.
but that's like why does cocaine do what it does? Why does mushrooms make you see this? Like alcohol makes you behave in a different kind of way because it's a drug. So I think my point is that it's not necessarily that when you see someone drinking and you've got people that are now coming up to you and talking and everything, that it's not necessarily something they would always do if they just found the confidence to do it. It might be something that they only do because they've drunk.
You see it also during the day, isn't it? Like when people smash loads of vapes, it gives them like confidence during the day because obviously they can socialize and whatnot and hang out with people, and maybe they're not normally as confident and sociable without the vape.
The thing is like I think that's what I'm learning from this whole like ayahuasca preparation. Beep beep beep. Is it's making you strip away every sort of little thing that you could be using as like an extra feeling to like to be, rather than it being you. Like often we may use things to give us that false confidence.
But you know what? I woke up the next day, bashed a 22k run. I was just fine, and I didn't feel like I missed out either. A lot of people say, "Oh, if you don't have a drink on a night, you're going to miss out on all the fun times."
Yeah.
No, I didn't miss out. I got fucking judders on my shoulders at the...
Judders?
Yeah, she was on my shoulders at the festival. We were like living it large.
And then what did you do with her?
Got a Mackie to go to bed.
That's class.
Yeah. It was good fun.
It's actually true about, someone left like a comment a few weeks ago and I said about, I think if you don't drink in this culture, you miss out on so many like vital memories or like key parts of your life.
I can see that. I can see the argument though.
I still feel like that is a valid argument, but I wasn't suggesting for a minute that you have to do it in order to achieve all of those things. But if you had done every festival or every night out you've ever done, like you did last weekend, do you feel you would have the same memories that you have stored in your brain now?
Well, no, not at all. Because, for example, like chances are when I did that thing at the races a few years ago, when I got on the table and performed Angels in front of everyone and it sort of made the crowd go wild and stripped my shirt off, and actually one of the greatest moments of my life, I wouldn't have done that because I wouldn't have had the Beveragino confidence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, you rarely have a funny story that doesn't involve something that's like messing with you in a way, because when you're in your right mind, you often won't do silly things, like really silly things.
Yeah.
So like, that balance of like,
it's all about balance though. Like, I'm still gonna I'm going to Tomorrowland this weekend. Do you know what I mean?
Class. You're gonna get straight on it.
Yeah, 100%.
What are you gonna do?
Well, the reason why I didn't drink last weekend is so I could sort of tell myself that it's okay to drink.
Sorry, you have an Ironman
in 3 weeks,
and you're gonna get bang on the.
No.
Okay.
No. Just a few drinky pews.
Okay.
My plan is this.
Yeah, go on, give it.
The action is this. Okay, pre-drink, drink. 6 p.m. strikes, no more drinks. So therefore, hopefully, by the time we're home at like 1 a.m., I'm feeling all right.
Yeah, but are you not going to get hit by tiredness?
No.
Come like 11, the beers have worn off.
How can you fall asleep to Martin Garrix kicking off?
No, I feel like you can, unless you're doing other.
No.
No.
Why? No, not at all. I've got an Iron Man. I'm talking like when like Vic Star's playing, and then you go from Vic Star to Swedish House Mafia. You're going to be like high. It's going to be high on life. No, that's Martin Garrix. High on life. Oh,
is Vic playing before?
He's overlapping with Swedish House Mafia by 15 minutes.
Oof. Oh, they're on different stages.
Yeah, different stages. Yeah, so we're going to watch Vic, and then we're going to run around to Swedish House Mafia. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I said to myself, I'm gonna drink and I'm not gonna not have a good time. Realistically, will it affect the Ironman? Maybe like 0.5%, 1%, and that's why we're preloading all the exercise this week.
What's your goal with Ironman? Like, is there any way in which it would be a failure other than complete like
DNF would be a failure.
Yeah. Is that the only way?
Yeah, I'd love a finish.
Well, for anyone, mate, like 13 hours of like non-stop, like high intense exercise, like that's insane.
That's if it
for
goes
anyone.
well.
Well, it could be longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
17-hour cut-off time.
Like if you
Well, you actually get told go home if you haven't finished.
You're
your
allowed.
17
I think
hours.
you're allowed to finish it, but you get a DNF.
don't get a medal.
Oh, that's actually gross.
I think you
For those that don't know, Theo's doing an Ironman in Sweden, of all places. So it might be. Is it going to be chilly or is it going to be warm?
I think it's gonna be all right.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like 20 degrees, maybe. Hopefully, not too warm, not too cold. In the Baltic Sea.
Is that what you've got to swim in?
I think it's the Baltic Sea.
Is
I
there,
think. I don't know. I need to double check
like
that.
killer whales there?
Probably. Apparently, there's loads of jellyfish.
Yeah, we're going to do about that.
That's a bit scary. I don't like jellyfish one bit.
Does anyone?
But I'm hoping to be like in the middle of the pack, so all the jellyfish are going away.
Do people sabotage each other? Like,
Oh, mate, you get
do you get kicked in the face when
motherfucking
someone's
kicked,
way?
man. Mate, you getting
What-
kicked, elbowed, bosh, swum over.
What do you do if that happens to you?
Oh, you have to firm it. You can't go like, oh, yeah, then swum away.
Do you ever like grab someone's ankle and pull them back and then keep going?
Like, it's not like a race in that sense.
Yeah, but just for the culture.
I can imagine he does his first race, like gets a heel in his face, you freak out here.
Hunt him down on the bike.
But is there any? Obviously, there's not a referee.
No,
So,
there are referees. There
What,
are,
swimming with you?
there's people on kayaks, yeah. But they're mainly for your safety. But there are referees on the road to stop you from like littering and all that sort of stuff because you get penalised if you like litter and draft and whatnot.
Penalised how?
Time penalties. Like if you get caught drafting, you got to go in like
What's drafting?
like when you're cycling. He's got a new bike,
Not yet.
or soon to be. When basically when you cycle behind someone like that, you see it in a peloton all the time,
Yeah.
right? You can get in their slipstream essentially to draft them.
Yeah.
So you put
What does draft
outputting
them mean?
way less power, same speed because you're
like-
in their slipstream.
Like in F1, where you get a toe
DRS.
straight. No, it's not like DRS. It's like a slipstream where essentially because they're in front, all the air is like going round them like this, right? So they're punching a hole through the air. So then you close behind them have less air resistance because they've already punched it out
Yeah.
of the way. So you can go
Why aren't
faster.
you allowed to do that?
You're not allowed to do that.
Why?
You're allowed to do it in
game.
cycling, but not in
Game is the
triathlon because a triathlon is like a solo sport. You're on your own, so you can't get help from others. So you'd be getting help from others. Whereas cycling, yes, it's a solo sport, but you're in a team.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? That's
Where does it go from there then? Okay, so you're basically hardest geezer right now. This is your Africa. This is your Africa.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
And you complete that.
if
Your Malfoy. Okay, so you smashed it. What is it then? Just keep doing that until you get better and
No.
better times, or is there ever going to be a day where Malfoy goes, "I'm not going to do it anymore"?
I think you see a lot of people in that trap on social media at the moment, like marathon, constant.
Yeah, because I know obviously like you probably got a point where you're like, people are saying I'm this injured twat,
Yes.
and I want to show that I'm actually capable of much more than these doubters. So once you've proved the doubters wrong,
Doing it for me though more.
okay, so you've done it for yourself, but as in like, where do you go from there once you've proven to yourself, Malfoy?
I've already planned out the rest of the year for the events. I'm very much, I don't know about you guys, but I have to have goals.
Yeah.
Otherwise I won't, like I have to have a goal.
Yeah, yeah.
Long term, short term, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Whether that's fitness, work, whatever, I have to have a goal. So I've set out my plan for the rest of the year. Definitely I wouldn't do an Ironman for a few years. I think it's unfair on like Jodie as well and like family. Like it's like
You're just never around.
I'm training like 15, 16 hours a week. And bear in mind, I'm fortunate where I can train during the day. Like, if I don't understand how anyone trains for an Ironman with a full-time job, mate. It's honestly,
Geezer at Young LA did a freaking bender, and then went and did the Ironman.
yeah,
and
savage.
Like did loads of bag, did all of it, and then did it.
But like, if you're working 9 to
Maybe
5,
some people are just doing that.
full-time job, but you're up at 5 a.m. You can train for 3 hours. Like, and then you get home, you're knackered. Like, it's just
But can you do an Ironman without training? Like, could someone just
you could go.
okay
Like
on
Reece
on-
Clark, I feel like he could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that sort of.
Whether you
natural-
make the cut-off time, I don't know.
But like, so you could be like, okay, well, Monday I'm going to go for an hour's cycle. Tuesday I'm going to go for an hour's swim. Then Wednesday I'm going for an hour's run, and just rinse and repeat that, and then be like, well, I'm really good at all of those. Now let me just. I know an Ironman is way
You could
harder.
definitely do a half Ironman as well. And also, like 16 hours is like you build up to it. Like a lot of people, like for the half Ironman, I was training like 8 to 10 hours a week, I think. So like there's different, like pros are training 20 plus hours a week.
And like, okay, so you do this, you smash it, you beat all your PBs.
What's next?
What do you do next? Like, are you then going to do Iron Man that's like double Iron Man?
No, I'm not going to fall into that trap.
Like, what is next?
I'd actually like to go backwards.
Double iron.
I'd actually like to go
What,
backwards.
like 5K run challenge?
Well, in terms of sport, I would like to do a half Ironman because I think that is way more manageable and in terms of relationships, you're not spending as many hours away.
Okay, so for you, it isn't like the hunger of I need to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's just I need a goal, even if that goal is smaller.
100%.
Okay, that's cool.
I do have a marathon later in the year, but I'd love to do it and I want to do it for charity
Where?
as well. I don't want to say it yet. I also think as well, like I am young and I'm getting these opportunities. Why not take them?
Well, that's the situation a lot of us and the Wafflin Mafia are in right now. It's like, you know, we're only in our 20s once. We're literally about to leave them next year.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, you have to decide what you're going to take because soon you may not have the option.
100%, man.
So like you delving into Iron Man also like means that you can't do other things.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Do you feel like you've overcommitted and now
100%.
you're actually in a hole where you can't now go and do these other things?
It's very hard to like maintain my own videos actually.
Yeah, because like, do you make videos?
Yeah, second channel we're doing weekly.
Okay.
And then that sort of dropped to bi-weekly now, just that I don't have time. And like main channel we're uploading this weekend. But I think when I finish, I'm going to be like, holy shit, I've got so much time to actually work again.
Yeah, mate. It would
Like
feel like you got your
podcasts
life
as well.
back.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm in a fortunate position where I can sort of make this my second job. Does that mean the training is the second job? Whereas a lot of people aren't in that fortunate position. But I would definitely won't do an Ironman for a few years. It's just unfair on everyone else.
Okay.
And I'd like to prioritize work, but I would definitely like to do another half Ironman.
I think it's quite nice.
How
that
do you
set
start
these
like so
goals.
this? So obviously, I'm an absolute novice. I'm just about to get my first road bike.
Here
I
we
can't
go.
run. I can't run because of my knee problem. So like, I only want to do cycling. But like, where would I start in terms of like having a goal? Ideally, I'd love to have a goal to work towards, but like not some big scary competition.
Yeah.
How would I start?
Can you run 5K?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
You don't wanna-
Right now, my knee is
Bad.
in bits from doing 2 5K runs in the past 2 weeks, and it's just like
not
I
good.
just can't resist.
Does football affect it? Because obviously even training.
kind of all right, but it's more the road running.
Impact.
So like,
Impact, yeah.
I just think safest bet. Let me just do the bike stuff.
There are.
So where would I go?
I would say your first sort of goal would be like to ride 100K.
Oh, I've done that.
You've done that?
Yeah, easy.
Really?
Easy.
I did it on not clippings as well. On a bike doesn't fit me.
When did you do that?
Morning after a Five Guys.
Oh, you had calories in it. See? What did you eat afterwards? What did you eat afterwards?
Afterwards, I had healthy stuff, but I was powered. I had a big Five Guys, and I was like, I need to use this up. So I just cycled to Brighton and back.
That's sick.
I did that ages ago. But it's in like,
Class.
no, but thank you. I should say thank you.
Yeah.
I should recognise that, no, that is actually something that is good. However, I do want to take it more like, have a competition.
So you want to? So I would say also building up your power to a point where you can hold like 30K an hour. That's a good indicator that you're doing.
What about
well.
a competition?
Okay, there's loads of cycling races out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I want to race.
But
Do you want a competition?
No, not a big scary one. Just like the
So you've got, like,
the novice one.
You got like Grand Fondos, which are 100 miles, 160K.
Yeah.
Or you got crit races.
Who's Crick?
A crit race, which is like it's like a sprint race.
Okay.
Anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes.
I reckon that's where you're better.
That's
'cause
where your power
You've
is.
got power.
I am a power athlete.
But they are a bit dangerous.
No, I know. So I kind of don't know if I want to do that.
But they're not that dangerous. You're starting Cat D, it'll be fine.
You wear a
Cat
helmet.
D, like a car that's been written off.
Yeah, literally.
You wear a helmet though, right?
Yeah, but I don't really want to come off it.
Yeah, but you need experience riding a bike, I think, before you enter them because you need to know
Yeah.
how like a little peloton works and whatnot. But I think that should be a goal because you're a power athlete, as we actually saw recently in a video coming up very, very soon.
Wait. Did I fucking win? Did you beat me?
I'm not saying
you
anything.
fucking beat me.
I'm not
didn't you?
saying
okay,
anything.
you beat me, but you don't count.
What
You
about,
don't count.
What about Reeve?
Reeve doesn't get. You're professional athletes. We're all novices.
Yeah, but I didn't even get the opportunity to do it.
Wait. Theo
bike wasn't
plays FIFA. Did you and Reeve compete? That's all I need to know. Did you?
Me and Reeve competed.
Well, then that's pointless.
You don't know that. You're a power
Wait,
athlete.
No, but I hadn't been training legs when we did that. I would love to do it now. Can I do it again?
I
So
can't get the
fucking
bike here.
Dominate now.
You would dominate now. What?
Yeah, because I just started back in the gym training muscle stuff when we did
wasn't it
the
like
cycling
2 weeks
challenge.
ago?
No, it's a month ago now.
To be fair, if we
Whereas
come
now
come up next week, you could come to my office if I haven't uploaded it by then and have a go.
Oh no, it's all right.
Oh, were you scared?
No, it's 10 minutes in the wrong direction. What?
World's laziest man. He did a very good job, though.
No, the thing is, the reason I wouldn't even bother is because I know when it comes to something like that, Weller will have beaten me. So I know that I've got no chance to
We're referring, by the way, I'm doing a video where we see how far we can cycle in 1 minute. Very similar to Reed's video on the rowing machine. Go check that out.
Because you've got that power. And if you compete...
Yeah, that's the thing. I would like, because I genuinely believe that myself, like, trained up, I'd demolish everyone. But as in, I wasn't trained. So you know like what you were saying on the train about not wanting to do the guitar in case you misrepresent yourself and don't do it as good as you could. That's like kind of making me want to be like, I know what I'm capable of, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I get that.
I want to show what I can.
I also
do.
did it on tired legs. I'm trying.
No. I will defeat all of you.
You know, or you think that you would defeat everyone if you trained
in a power challenge.
Okay.
Like this power cycling.
He's a power elephant.
Like that's my thing. I'm not an endurance athlete. I am a power one. So I like to believe, and I think that's where it all comes from. The belief is the number one thing, right? So even if hypothetically I can't win, I think having that actual somehow weird belief, delusion, whatever you want to call it, that I am going to win.
How much do you weigh?
Is what would actually get anyone there.
How much do you weigh?
Right now, 82.4.
Really?
Big guy.
But your power to weight ratio is pretty good.
Oh, it could be better.
That's what that. By the way, that if you want to goal in cycling, getting your FTP up.
What's an FTP?
Functional threshold power. It's basically your power to weight ratio. So you do like a ramp test, which is essentially like how many watts you can hold in like I think it's 20 minutes. The higher the weight. Like mine is like when I tested like a year ago, it was like 3.1 power to weight ratio. Whereas a Tour de France athlete is like
but you are getting
7.
I am
Can
getting
you tell everyone how much you're spending on a fucking bike?
Oh, I'm looking.
Not enough. That's what I say.
I'm looking to collaborate with the greatest. I'm not going to name any names. I'm looking to collaborate with the best bike shop in the country. That's all I'm going to say. And obviously, they're getting a bike that because I look at it like this: if you're going to invest in something, it's like when I did the World Cup song. I had £2,000 in my account. I spent £2,000 on that video.
Yeah,
because
like a
very Mr. Beast of you.
Because I was like, this video is gonna do really good, and I just went, I don't want to half-arse it if it has the chance to be successful. And
can we go watch it now?
Bring my creators. You actually can.
Went all out on the outfits.
But I had the makeup, everything. I went for it, right? And the same is with cycling, right? The same is with cycling. Why buy a bicycle that maybe in 1 or 2 years, if I do start succeeding, I need to maybe upgrade it. I'm like, I might as well get the one with the intention of.
And also, you got to remember,
it's basically I don't need to make it any better.
The barrier to entry for cycling can be high, but it can also be low. Do you mean you can get a nice cheap second-hand one on Facebook Marketplace, but he's in the position where he can fucking get a B.
No, yes. So here's my point, right?
So why not get a B?
Why do we always attach monetary value to like the quality of
I didn't look at the price
because when it comes to
it wasn't about the price.
When it comes to bikes, monetary value means better bike.
But not always.
Is that true?
Because the Van Rysel ones, this Wafflin episode. If you're not into cycling, you are bored.
Yeah, but wait, I'm not into cycling.
Yeah, but just fuck it. The Van Rysel brand, which is Decathlon's brand, they obviously have loads and loads of money where they can invest in the thing and make the price cheaper, even though the components are more expensive. So like this bike with this components by Van Rysel is cheaper compared to another brand that use the exact same components to make their bike because of just the people making the bike have more money so they can make the price more affordable. So it's not directly relevant, correlative, whatever the fucking word is.
Was there another one that you could have looked at that was more money?
I compared, like one that's basically by Specialized, and it was fucking amazing. And then one that was basically the same but by another brand, but not really.
But also you want something that you fucking love
and
as well.
I got on it, and I think I just was like, it just felt incredible. I went 1,000,000 miles an hour as fast as I could, didn't even break a sweat. It was almost like this thing was an extension of my body.
It is crazy how much of a difference it makes.
What's mental? I know like some of you may just hate cycling, but like, can you relate as when you get into something and you start obsessing over it and you get really fucking into the details? It's I actually love doing that.
Yeah.
Do you love doing that?
Yeah, but like that's my thing with like guitar, for example. Like you just get lost in it, and you absolutely like. I could spend hours upon hours upon hours learning new things, and
that's why you're amazing at it now, man.
I'm all right, but I mean, and it's when you get into something, I think it always becomes more. You always become more passionate about it inadvertently if you do just throw yourself into it. Even if you think I'm not 100% on this, but let me throw myself.
Just committing 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started off me going around the bike shop around the corner from here and trying out, like, arguably their, like, granddad bike and being like, this is so comfortable. I love this. I just want a comfortable bike. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah, but what if I want to go quicker? And then you get more into it. And then it's like, hang on, now you're going to more of a racier one and you go up and up and up.
Yeah.
And when do you know when to, like, this is the thing, like with your guitaring, with your running shoes, with my bike, how do you know when this is when to stop and not to stop and just to go, this one's enough.
Next year, you buy the 12 grand bike.
So
yeah,
is that just consumerism? Have you just fallen victim? To
I don't
consumerism?
think so, because I could have gone better. This is actually still an entry level bike.
It's like saying, like, what's the difference between a Lamborghini and a Renault Clio?
No, but
That was his example earlier.
yeah, we said that in the lift, by the way. So
No, but
wait, consumerism. No, I to an extent you could go yeah, but then also like I tested the bikes and just like that one felt the best on my
your
body.
mate came up on my Instagram.
Who's my mate?
I don't know, but you liked the picture. He did the Eastbourne Triathlon.
Luke Creighton, DJ Sentons. That's who.
DJ.
Yeah, that's who I've been going.
He's got my
shopping
bike.
with. Yeah, he said I've got Theo's old bike.
what did you sell it to him?
No, is it
No,
like
he's
the
got
same
the
one?
same bike. Oh, that's cool.
He's got the same one. Yeah, he's just done a half Ironman.
Yeah, I know. I
He
saw.
reckons he'll batter you.
Probably.
So how I reckon we set this up.
It's not a competition.
It is.
What, it's a competition with yourself.
He wants to take you on.
On what?
No, he doesn't really. He's not horrible. He's a great guy. But as in
I
like
see him in the gym as well.
Iron Manery, whatever it is. As in like take.
Can you do like a 1v1 Ironman? You know, like quick stroke
of course
nose
you can.
cokers.
Yeah, so why don't you challenge viewers to that could be the next thing. So you get to hang out with subscribers all day and then challenge them to
Half
endurance challenges.
It's a bit long, isn't it?
Why?
Can't do it with football instead.
All right, I want to talk about something else.
Go on. Then.
So you were talking about Luke Martin on the train around the idea of showing your talent to the world.
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't do that in the UK.
I just want to like see what you guys listening and watching think regarding this. Like when it's something you care about and you have standards of, like I know what's good in this field that I'm doing, that I enjoy doing. So I don't want to put myself out there doing it just in case I don't hit those standards. It's like, oh, what if I like to myself, I can probably do okay, but in front of people, what if I don't do as good as I know I can? And then they think that I'm not as good as I can be.
Terrible.
What's your advice? Because so many people will be experiencing this, and we're having a great conversation about, I was like, Lukey, why don't you perform your guitar? And because he's very good at it.
He is very good at it.
Why doesn't he do more performances like live? Like that'd be amazing. Imagine going to the pub and Luke's playing guitar and like everyone has a great time.
Because he's not John Mayer. Fuck off.
No,
You're
don't be
great.
nasty, Lukey. What was your response to that?
You're great, and you should believe you're great. Look at you playing the guitar 10 years ago compared to now.
No, and this is what I was saying to Weller. I was saying in my bedroom on my own, I think I'm a very good guitarist. As soon as I play in front of someone, I'm like a good guitarist. So I feel the pressure of playing, but I think it's more because of my I know what is good and I know what isn't. So I have such a high standard in my head of what it should be like that if I don't hit that, it absolutely just destroys my ability.
Terrible mindset here, bro. This is why you won't do the Steven Gerrard impression, actually. It's very relatable.
That's actually probably
Very
true. If I feel
relatable.
like I could absolutely execute that Stevie G impression to like a point where people are like, what the fuck?
But mate, what you need to realize, how many
times?
times have you performed your guitar in front of people? Could you count on your hand, do you reckon?
I mean,
Small amount.
yeah, realistically. Do you remember when we used to play in like assembly?
Yeah, but I'm talking like recent when you're like way better.
No, recently, never.
There you go.
Not unless I can.
How do you
Instagram
know
it.
like you're going to be good at something unless you just do it?
No, he knows he's good.
No, I know he's good,
think
but
the
he's
issue
scared.
Is the thought, the idea of fear is the most damaging thing for us.
He hasn't given it a go.
No, but wait, just hear me out. So like, he's imagining what he'll feel like if he messes up in front of people. But the reality, so the fear of what that feeling might be is what's the most powerful thing here. Whereas in reality, fluff a thing, no one's even noticed.
Yeah.
And actually, the more you realise, oh wait, it's not the end of the world if I'm not perfect or not meeting my standards in front of others, the more you actually will realise, oh, I can do this.
Mate.
And I think that's just the biggest thing I'd say is just practice not getting it right.
100%. Vic mentioned the same thing when he was on the show. He said in his performance at Ministry of Sound, wherever he was, he made mistakes, but no one even noticed them. But he knew, and then if he was too scared to do that show, he wouldn't be playing at Tomorrowland now.
No, and I think this is also the thing where I talk about it's my own standards, because most people would hear, you know, a very basic ability guitar player play guitar and be like, oh, that sounds really good. Because,
Yeah,
you know, it's from someone who can't play guitar, it probably does sound good. But then for someone who does have like, I've not to blow my own trumpet, but I've got a very good musical ear. So when something is not right, like I know it, and like the standard that I then apply to myself is probably one that I can't even match because I'm not like that
You
good.
just need to do it once. And honestly,
I did also say at the same point, like no one's, I can't sing exactly, so I'm not going to sit there like, if I could sing, I probably would.
There's a plethora of people that would do like a little like duet with you that would sit, someone would sing and you play guitar. I think that'd be so sick. And I think like if it's, I wonder as well, like it could probably go from, rather than just the idea is I'm playing for these people and they're just going to be watching me and listening to me, to actually they're vibing to what I'm playing, and now it's actually a two-way street of
100%.
enjoyment, and actually playing with people is more fun than just playing by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you may actually start to learn the more you do that. And it's rather than they're just looking at you with a critical view, like how can I criticize him and look out for his mistakes? It's actually, they're just looking to vibe, man.
but you also don't even necessarily need a singer. You could play more like, do you know Craig Ogden?
No. Is it
James,
more like
James Cobden?
I've known that name in years.
Is it more like finger styley stuff?
Yeah,
where-
like he does like Memories of Alhambra.
No, but I'll give it a listen.
It's great. It's like proper, like you'd put it on in the background when you're in Spain.
That's so specific.
You know?
I just think the people that do manage to make it and or do things are not necessarily the ones that are the best or the most perfect.
No,
No way. Look
It's
at
the
Robbie
ones that are
Williams.
that are just willing to do it,
Look at Robbie Williams, mate.
literally. And
Like
I
Robbie
think-
Williams is like a bang
actually-
average singer.
Yeah, but a great
I actually
performer.
think
Yeah.
that's why Molly May is so successful, right? Because she doesn't try and be perfect. She'll do part of her vlog, no makeup, visibly not looking a little bit in all respects. In all respects, wait, no, let me say, no, in all respect, I think it's intentional at points. She might like have done it early in the morning where it's like, I'm not looking my most primed. Because then it's like, it's more relatable. Like
Yeah.
the young girls that are then watching her are going, she's willing to put herself out there in this imperfect way, and still I'm connecting with her and still thinking she's great. Yeah, and then she'll also do it when she does look more glam, and it's more relatable, and you're more like people don't just want to watch perfection and that's it. Of course, it's great to see and admire when someone is just great, like Usyk at the weekend doing his boxing. That is fantastic to see, but people. That's not the only way people can enjoy things. People can also enjoy it when you're raw and real and imperfect. And it's actually far more relatable when you are imperfect.
Well, the
So lean
imperfections
into
make you
it.
perfect. It's cute, isn't it?
It does.
No, I know what you mean as well. And the thing is, right, from this sort of like the sort of parallel in my life at the moment of maybe moving into this like creator space or whatever,
TikToker.
I would love for that to be. I'm happy with it being lifestyle focused, but the biggest part of my life is guitar and music.
Mate, you need to start putting
That's
up
where I'd
some
love
like
to.
hardcore guitar solos. You ever seen that kid band in the garage?
Mate, they're sick.
They're sick.
They're so
I
good.
clicked on their profile once. I was like, fucking hell, let's check out these dons. 5 million followers.
Yeah, big.
Didn't know.
Yeah, but they've cracked it. The thing is, they've kind of got the thing on their side where they're kids, so it's like a novelty and it's kind of like cute at the same
Yeah, but
time.
you could
But like they're actually good as
Yeah,
well.
but that is you, mate. That could be you.
No,
You're
I
messing.
would love to push into that space a little bit more. And I definitely have way more confidence in posting that online now, more so than
Reckon
ever.
you could learn to sing.
Ed Sheeran did.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe.
Apparently, you can learn to sing.
Well, you can. Of course you can.
Like you
I did-
It's just a muscle you train.
Yeah.
So
I got
like,
into they had like a special choir in primary school.
you were in like the Special Olympics, but it's a special choir.
No, this was a special choir.
What
Well, I
makes,
don't-
it, what makes it special?
So you had to audition for it. They had like the choir.
Oh,
at
it's
school.
a special choir.
Yeah. So you had to audition. I can't remember what it was called. I was in it with Poppy Danbury as well.
Seafood choir.
No, it was C for primary. Like, but they had like.
Oh, it was your school choir?
Yeah, but they had like the normal choir, right? Anyone could join the choir.
Oh, then you were like the talented choir.
Then they had a talented one, and you had to audition for it. So I went in with Dan Mayers in year 6, and we thought it'd be well funny to audition with like.
Turns out I sing like the Pope.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Oh, that was it. Like,
Does he sing? The Pope?
Yeah, it's just a saying.
Okay.
you know, like said the little green frog. You know that song?
No, I don't.
wait.
I actually
Surely.
don't know that one.
No. What's he?
You've heard that song?
I've never heard.
Yeah, that.
I have never heard that song in my
But
life.
you know it because you're doing that
No, but it's
perfectly.
quite nice to do, but
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's
know
what you do.
How did you do that?
That's part
How
of
did you
it.
do that?
No, tongue out. It's tongue out. Yeah, but no.
Right. What was the point?
So basically, I went in and did that song. That was my like auditions.
Yeah.
And then you basically the music teacher went through notes on a keyboard, and she was like, "Okay, sing this note." Boom, and then like I'd have to sing that note. I've got very good pitch, ear wise, and back then before like puberty, I could actually sing. So
you
like,
were actually a
so I got
musical
into the choir because I had a.
What
band
notes were you
keyboard.
singing?
I don't fucking know. I can't remember. But
What note is this?
We then. No. I'm not pitch perfect. I couldn't tell you if that was like A sharp or something.
Probably was.
But like, then basically we did this like audition video for. It was a choir thing for Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, classic Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yeah.
Performance on a BBC, but we didn't get it. It's probably because they didn't put me as the lead. But
You're not salty about it though.
no. But
You were a choir man.
Yeah. So I actually didn't mind performing. I used to be part of like the band at school. We obviously actually had a band at school.
So what do you reckon happens? Because this is actually quite common, where as kids we're more willing to do things.
Mate,
but then you become an adult and now you're a bit like, oh no, I can't do that because that's embarrassing, or I might humiliate myself. What causes that, do you think?
I was told I would
don't know.
regret quitting piano in year 8.
I bet you do.
I do regret quitting piano in year 8.
That's
It's grade 5.
I know this is kind of deviating from your question here, but I don't think we've spoken about this. I had a conversation. I was speaking to Ruth like the other week about, types of parents, and you've got the parents that are like, no, you're not allowed to eat sausages because they're full of shit or whatever. We're having this, or you've got parents that like don't let you have like Coca-Cola, or you have to ask us if you want food from the cupboard. Will you be a strict parent in the sense of like forcing anything upon your children?
No. What you do is you make the more natural options more fun.
Such as?
You make them more fun.
No. Okay, but maybe food.
You don't make them scary. Like, you must do this. You just need to make it the more appealing choice. Just a little bit.
But also not
manipulation.
necessarily food. But like, for example, you
Fizzy, like you don't ban fizzy drink.
No. But like year 8.
Yeah.
Young Theo Baker wants to quit playing piano. Does part of you now wish Lindsay had stepped in and said, "No, Theo, you're not quitting."
But they did say that.
Yeah,
It took me like a year to quit, until eventually you can't just like force someone to do it, can you? I didn't enjoy it at that point, even though I was very good at it. And it wasn't like I wasn't just I was in a very musical family. Both my parents were music teachers, so it's like we were still playing the piano in the house every now and again. But I think it was also just a bit long to go to. It was in Eastbourne. It was like Monday nights. Then I had football Monday nights. It was just a bit like too much. But like, but it wasn't fun. Like the grades I didn't enjoy. Whereas if I just sat down and started playing like cool tunes and whatnot, like my brother, then maybe it would have been a bit better. But in regards to me being a parent, I think you do have to be forceful on some things. I wouldn't ban things necessarily. I'd just be like, oh, are you sure you want that coat? I'm not having that. I mean, if you have it if you want, but I'm not having that. And then they're going to look at me because I'm the hero, obviously, and be like, oh, daddy don't want that cake. So
You're a lead by example.
Lead by example, yeah.
Well, because I feel like part of me, where I stopped playing guitar like when I was like 13 or something, but then picked it up again when I was 16. I kind of, or 15. I kind of wish like my parents had made me carry on. But
then
like,
you might not have enjoyed it, mate.
No, I know, and that's the thing.
And look, you get that a lot of swimmers, kids swimmers. It's so intense going to the swimming pool at that time every day before school that by the time they're 16, 17 and they don't, majority of them don't make it, they fucking hate the swimming pool. They'll never step foot in the swimming pool ever again because it's just so like PTSD almost.
Well, it all comes down to like what is the right way to live, right? Because I look at, say, for example, my nan, okay? 97.
That's mega.
Currently just like in her house alone quite a lot of the time. Now, traditionally, back in the cavemen times, right? You would have it where the grandmother would sort of still be around and seeing the kids and seeing in amongst them. So she's not really active doing madness, but she's still in and around the community. The way our communities are designed now are people just living separately. Like you don't see the rest of the family, and everyone's now. So she's like she's literally thinking like she's what is even the point?
Not
like
training her
I
brain.
can't do anything. I can't really walk around. I can barely see, barely hear. So what is the point? But I bet if she was still in and around like the family community, she'd be like, this is class.
Mate, your brain's a muscle. You got to train your brain.
Yeah, but the point.
But when you get to that age, you can't.
No,
Yeah, so it's just what I'm saying is like the way in which we actually live nowadays, we're set up to live. It just isn't the right way.
That's a Western thing.
But you do see the people.
Pardon?
That's really Western. Like,
Yeah,
if
but
you go
is
to,
anyone in the West like generally just like feels like it's making me thrive?
no, but don't you feel like a lot of the
it's
way in
just-
which we live is just horrific?
No,
like-
it's just designed obviously for the same one thing that we debate around. It was just making money off of all of us.
No, like I completely agree with that. Like the way in which humans live in this capacity is just not optimal. Are you telling me we should only have what? Typically people work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. You get home, say 6 o'clock. You've got maybe 4 hours free, but within that time, you've probably got to shower. You've got to eat. You've got to do all these things. People on average probably have about awake, maybe, I don't know, 20 hours a week to do what they truly want to do.
Isn't that mental? How mental that that's how life has been made.
Not even a full day.
So that you get born into that, and then that is actually how you have to, like, that is that not just like,
No, and then
and
we're sat here like it's fucking like it's normal.
But also,
yeah, like that's honestly that is actually like imprisonment.
but at the same
Like,
time,
if you
though,
actually think about it, it just fully is.
No, it is.
but at the same time, unless
100%.
you win the lottery, what else are you supposed to do?
No, exactly. No, it's the way it's set up. It's literally like that's why it's imprisonment because
Yeah.
you've got no choice. That you have to live in that way, and like I don't know, just like it's just
Yeah.
fucked. And like some of us are very lucky to break out of that, and we are very very lucky because it is so rare. But I'm like, man, what is there anything that anyone can actually do to stop people having to live in this way? Because I just saw some. Oh no, I'll go down the rabbit hole again. But yeah.
No, go down it.
I just saw some geezer. Like I went to Co-op to get some nice little strawberries and soup yesterday evening. Just saw some geezer walking out with like a big bar of dairy milk, 2 bags of like giant buns, big Lucozade, big Coca-Cola, looking miserable as fuck, well out of shape. Just like literally, I'm like, you don't want to be doing that. You don't actually want to be doing that. But I could tell he's getting in his van and he's just probably like just so fed up with how he's having to probably like go about his day. This is probably the one little bit of
Treat.
pleasure that he has, but that pleasure is actually just making him feel worse. But it's like that's where you're almost cornered to feel like these things are your only little respite from like the life that you have to live. And I just think that's so gutting, and I'd love to make it that we all didn't have to
Because
do
at
that.
the same time,
Not we, but you know what I mean, everyone.
you talk about it making him feel worse. Also, stopping it isn't necessarily going to make him feel better. Like if it's the kind of the normal life that is making someone feel that way, stopping like external pleasures like drinking or smoking or whatever isn't necessarily going to make you feel better about like the way in which you exist. Because it is quite a brutal way that
I know,
think
but
we
at
have
the
to
same
live.
time, it's like what like my mum's currently going through something like she's got an injury, and I'm like, it's making her not want to like try as hard with her diet or as in like to look after herself.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Easy to fall
that's-
into that though.
that's making you overcoming this injury way harder because you're not putting the effort into like looking after yourself. And I wonder like, okay, life's really hard, and I don't want to come across out of touch again and all of that because I can't physically like say I understand what everyone else is experiencing.
Yeah.
But like there's a way in which you can try to make what you are experiencing more doable.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there's
You
ways
can
that
relate a
make
little
it
bit, though.
harder.
Because when you did your knee, what happened to you after that?
No, but I think Weller's talking there about like
I'm
a
not-
general like
like-
someone that's working.
No, but I'm
like-
thinking that in a small capacity though, when you got your knee injury and you couldn't walk for whatever, did you find yourself resorting back into maybe eating a bit more, putting on weight, being a bit sad? For a bit?
No.
Oh.
No. I then came back earlier than I should and fought KSI. I got in really good shape earlier than I should. And
How long ago was that off your knee?
that mate, I did it way earlier than I should have. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I was still meant to be doing rehab, and I just.
Oh mate, this
was like-
time zone is like well
But
confusing for me.
yeah, no, I just think it's like the day-to-day living.
Yeah.
Like, if that's really hard and really shit, like, I don't know. I think
Actually, I spoke.
there's sure. Why is it that I got this thing where I really want to help people see the light regarding like how to make themselves actually feel better, but then like I feel like everyone just wants me to shut up preaching.
Probably because you know it worked for you, so therefore you think it's going to work for everyone.
But surely there's no way that putting like the right thing into your body and treating yourself like how you're meant to can't make you feel better. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole again, but like what, like surely it's not just me and
No, but
Joe
it's not-
Weller only thing.
It's not, but also it doesn't work for everyone. Like, for example, like some people just be like, oh, I didn't have a good run. Like, I don't want to go on a run. I don't feel motivated. Whereas me, it doesn't matter if I'm motivated or not. I'm just going to do it. But I can't
What's
just
that got to do with
expect.
what
No,
you're
but I
putting
can't
in your body?
expect that for everyone else.
But
Everyone
that's
is
because
different.
that's
Everyone.
because that's not the same as like as in
You're talking about
what
a
I'm
physical
saying is like a
reaction.
physical reaction to like putting in. It's like putting diesel in a petrol car. What's it going to be happier with, the petrol or the diesel? That's the point I'm making against. Like, it's easy to go, oh, yeah, your opinion is like, oh, it worked for you, so therefore you think it's going to work for everyone else. But if it's like categorically, scientifically proven that like you're putting like the right petrol in the right car compared to like putting like,
But also
Do you know what I mean?
to play devil's advocate, bodybuilders, people like bodybuilders, they're notoriously, a lot of them are very unhappy with how regimented, how strict that they're eating.
they are treating themselves like that's not good for you though.
Yeah,
They
but
don't live in
But
a
that's
good...
still putting in the right fuel.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
also, Weller, you
Vegetables.
They don't just eat vegetables.
they'll be smacking.
They have all sorts.
To get that bit.
And then to get that lean, mate, they're starving themselves in certain. It's not healthy. All their testosterone stops, like
then-
as in like their hormones
It goes
stop.
too far that way.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
think about it as like, I think the reason people don't resonate with it necessarily is
because it's
because
giving up pleasures, and everyone's dopamine's the number one priority for people.
yeah,
That's
but
the issue.
but that's not always necessarily a bad thing, and I think maybe you view that sometimes as purely a bad thing. Like for
only-
example, yeah, but let's talk about the drinking example that I always love to bring up. I went to the pub last night and ended
Yeah.
up playing bingo there. Had
Yeah.
3 pints.
Well, how fun is bingo, by the way?
Mate, it's fucking
Bingo's
You never played it
class.
before?
Nah, first
Bingo's
time.
class.
Oh, one of my favourite.
Fast-
The bingo
fast-paced,
culture
intense.
is like they're like people are well into it. It's good.
22. Quite.
Yeah, I love all of that shit. That's
Yeah.
class.
I thought that one didn't land, but
What is it?
whereas I will go and do that. That is something that should technically, based on this argument, make me feel worse. Right? I'm drinking 3 pints of Guinness in a pub that is not going to have a positive effect on my sleep. It's likely not going to have a positive effect on my mood the next day because I haven't slept
But
properly.
what are you doing the rest of everything else that you're doing? You're
Well,
putting,
yeah, but
you're
that's-
putting
But
good
that's
shit
where
into
I
you.
think.
What,
If
my argument,
we're going
wait,
back to the argument
listen,
with
my
Theo,
argument isn't don't have anything.
It's like a
Yeah.
subway.
My
yeah,
argument
no, I know.
isn't just like, all right, everyone should like never, ever, ever have anything that isn't just purely freaking God's gift graciousness for them. Right? That's not my argument. I'm saying the people that are having like curly whirlies for breakfast and that's like, I mean, like, as in, they're just, that's what they're doing every day. And you can like, you know what I mean? And then wondering why they feel like shit and can't
Yeah.
have any motivation for anything.
Okay, so I think it applies to people that do feel like shit. And it's something that you can say, well, look, have you tried doing this? Why would you suggest changing your diet if the man that eats a curly whirly for breakfast every day is the happiest man on the planet?
Yeah. I mean, but then you
They
got
also
this.
might. You can be happy unhealthy.
Imagine this. Yeah, imagine this. You think you're happy, but you're actually like developing cancer.
Okay,
Like,
but
yeah,
yeah,
but,
but
like,
that's, now that's like saying that don't do anything because if you're developing cancer, that,
No. That was just an example of like, as in, you may think you're happy mentally. So this is the other thing. So like, certain people, like, I get this when I watch like, this isn't okay. Yeah, I get this when I watch Mashtags videos. Right, I'm like, he drinks all the time, but he seems in the best spirits. He like, and I'm like, how is he just so in like, and he'll be hungover as fuck and just in the best spirits. And I'm like, some people just are able to feel, or unless he's like putting on a very good face, like are able to feel class even if they are toxifying themselves. And obviously, like, I wouldn't have thought his insides are the most happiest.
But I will say, I
But,
think
like,
it'll
and
get
I-
to a point though.
I wonder if like someone can think that they're like, I'm all good, but in reality, is there a miscommunication? And some people, the people that do feel shit when they're putting toxic stuff in their body's actually telling them like what they should
Yeah, but
actually.
it's not like
that is actually more in better communication with them.
it's not like
I don't
people
know.
who are like binging on a Saturday night are like, oh, this isn't like I'm not consuming some cancer-inducing liquid here. Like, everyone knows. I know that having 3 pints at the pub is not good for my liver. Probably not good for other places of my body, but
It's not that bad.
But
It's not bad.
That's all right, mate. That's the
He's talking about people, I think, binge drinkers, alcohol addictions.
I think people, addictions is one thing, but I think this is why people maybe are like, you know, when you're like, people are like, I feel like people just want me to shut up on this subject.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's because sometimes when we speak about it, we lack that acknowledgement that actually maybe people are just happy. Everyone knows that eating bad foods is not good for your insides. Smoking is bad for your lungs. Drinking is bad for your liver.
Well, I think my thing is I want to help. Like when I see people like vaping and shit, I just want to help them.
No.
It'd be like, mate, like I actually want to somehow. I wish I could say the words that would communicate through to them to actually like help. That's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be like I'm better than you. You should all copy me. It's more of like I see people that are in like a bad way, and I've been in a fucking bad way before. Not regarding like drugs or anything, but as in like I don't know, like not felt good, and I can see that like someone like in reality, no one actually genuinely wants to be sucking on a battery.
I think that's why. I mean, have you
Like not every day. As in like you're like you may think you do, but actually no one actually wants to do it. And I just want to help these people.
I think you.
But should I just like fuck up and let them?
No.
let them-
I think
maybe that is the answer. I should
maybe-
be like
focus
don't-
on yourself.
Yeah, just don't help others.
Joe,
I
I-
actually want to help people.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Though. A lot of people think you're talking to everyone, but you're not talking to the ones that are balanced who do bit of this, bit of that, or whatever. You're talking to the ones who are probably beyond the balance, right?
Yeah, that are like
but
really
you
struggling.
you probably see a little bit yourself in them. That's why you want to
like,
help them.
Yeah, like when I see someone struggling and they're, you know, resorting to things that are only making it worse.
But you've seen
I've
yourself
done
get
that.
better,
Yes.
so therefore you think, I need to help someone else. But that's just where you're so thoughtful, though.
I'm such a thoughtful guy. But as in like one paper, like maybe that is the case. But do you think
You
I
could-
should
you-
just shut up or should I
No, but you
continue
could
trying to help?
definitely do something to help people.
I think in my little like raw vlogs, that's what I talk about.
But
I
could you
really
not-
enjoy them because I'm sort of talking. Yeah, like
Could you not set
but-
up something
The retreat.
What do you mean set up something?
like a charity?
Our retreat? No. As in like Ollie Edwards had an idea that he presented to us where we do a Wafflin retreat. Right, this basically like select people can not select people, but as in,
Just
like,
us three.
those people come and what do they do, Luke?
So you know, like these retreats where, I mean, you might have a yoga retreat where you go to like a villa somewhere.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca retreat.
Yeah. Or
Hypothetically.
you have these ones specifically for men.
Like
that are
Bali
like-
Time Chamber. Have you seen that one? It's in the jungle. It's where they serve you just you train. It's only men. You do your whatever like yoga stuff, natural foods. It's just basically like
Like a
stuff
fitness
for like
retreat.
optimum.
No, it's
optimum male.
No, but like, as an example.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
like-minded people that want to like are about personal growth and development, and it's a place that you can go and it's
Hub.
It's about like all coming together for like say like 3 nights or whatever. You stay somewhere absolutely sick. You have a chef that like cooks all these meals, very clean. But it's not necessarily just about let me just have like this really clean. It's about doing things in like a community sense of where it's all about growth in some way. That means maybe on the last night you actually all go out for dinner and you all have a beer, which is not healthy, but that's about the social circle element
community.
of things. But then it could be like, okay, well, on the first day we've got a 10K run here. Then at midday we're doing yoga. Then at 3 p.m. we've got some sort of
Tennis.
class or like, do you know what I mean? Where you do like a big
100%.
retreat that is like that over, and it'd be sick. You could have like 15, 20, I don't know, it depends on how big say like 15 people, 15 spaces. You have like maybe like people coming in doing stuff. And it's just like a class little weekend.
Don't they just already exist?
Yeah, no, they do.
how much would you charge punters?
Yeah,
Come to that.
$2,000 a person.
It's not my idea.
To do a little 5 days. How much
much?
you charging?
How much a day?
How much for the week?
It's literally not my
Someone's
idea.
sick.
Well, I'm
What?
just asking what you'd think.
I don't know.
We stay in the Alps.
So this is the thing you could do anywhere.
You could do Marbella.
Yeah.
Marbs. I went Marbs last week.
Or like, well, I said Bali or maybe Costa Rica. Like, but you could do anywhere.
What's
and
your
it's
dream holiday location? Just
Good idea, Luke.
No, it's in.
It's not like it's Edward's idea.
It's Edward's idea. We're not going to take any.
I went Marbs last week.
But is that's your dream holiday destination?
No, it's not.
What is your dream one? China?
I'd like to go to Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah.
That's just up the road.
What is your dream?
It's like a 3-hour flight, in it?
I'd like to go somewhere which is like Bora Bora or Fiji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Paradise.
What makes that paradise?
The islands, the blue water. From what
You
I've
can
seen
go
on
to the
Google.
Maldives for that.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
say that probably falls under the same.
yeah, it's like that kind of vibe. But also somewhere where it has stuff going on like water sports and that.
Oh, mate.
I'm an active guy. I need activities.
Bro, so this is what I've been looking at, making it
Bro.
all about me now. no, but as in like...
Didn't even ask me.
Segued it so I could talk about myself. No. I just think you'd like Costa Rica. Just speaking of like going there, mate, it's got the perfect combination of like mad water stuff
Cal went there. That's where he proposed.
and then going to the beach, but then wildlife. It's got the mix of
That's it.
everything. Take a car out, drive to each location.
I
Is
found
that a
this.
bit of you?
I found this hotel, and it has all of that.
Mm.
It literally looks like paradise, like the greatest place on earth. And I was like, "Fucking hell, this is insane." I'm talking like the most insane things you can.
Where was this?
Don't know, somewhere. And I checked the price.
How much?
much?
It was like 20 grand for like 10 days.
2 people?
Yeah.
Ah,
What do you mean? Oh, it's 2 grand a night. You fucking mental.
you're rich.
I'm sorry, but nowhere is worth 2 grand a night.
No, that is true. I would genuinely just love to do Japan and South Korea.
I'd like to go back
Also,
to
it's
Japan.
like-
Yeah.
Would you do China?
I would go to China.
Yeah.
Mate, Wafflin does China.
Wafflin does China.
You do have to be. I was talking
I think
to
that-
Cal
that
about it
makes
recently.
sense.
Cal was going to go there for a video and review the foods and stuff, but he couldn't get their visas in time or something. But you do have to be. Apparently, you do have to be careful in China,
About of what?
like vlogging and stuff.
Yeah, they might think you're spying on them.
I'm not even like being. I'm being serious. Like apparently, you do have to be careful. Like they could just like detain you for a few weeks,
One just because they want to, and that's
just
it.
because they just do some research, like why these guys vlogging around it.
Was that everywhere, like Mongolia and stuff as well?
I'm sure you'd be fine.
Just China.
But also,
Oh.
but remember, in China, mate, it's actually really hard to get around.
It's massive.
There's no English.
Yeah, so you have to be like itchy knee. No, that's Japanese.
That's Japanese. But there's actually really like we did. I did.
1, 2.
Mate, I did this. Mate, honestly, have you ever just like? I did this video the other day for a channel that will come out soon, and we was abandoned somewhere.
Oh, that's a Chris MD vid.
No, it wasn't. And we had no phones. I was like, "Fuck." No, and where we were, no one spoke English. Also, we didn't speak their language. Sorry, and but normally everyone speaks English, and it's bad, but it is just true. Fucked. We're just fucked.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but I've been watching
And we
Race
got-
Across the World,
That's amazing.
which is...
Me and Ollie Edwards would win that, I think. We talk about it all the time.
What do you mean? Oh, what? Going
Race
on
across the world. I really want to go on that.
I applied-
Race across the world. If you're watching, can you sign me and Ollie Edwards on? We think
what
we will
can I
win.
do with you?
You could, but Ollie Edwards has got some good initiative.
What do you mean? So have I?
No, but I've got the best in it.
Well,
I can talk
No,
to humans.
I
I
still,
think I'd win.
I still
and I-
think, like, we spoke about this in the
All right, me and Luke
the
versus
Russ
you two.
episode.
Yeah,
like,
we'd win.
Why don't we just do it? A race across China.
What? That's quite a big country.
Whoa.
Yeah? So what?
Surely like race across, cycle across,
Race across China.
okay, race across
They don't speak English.
Mongolia.
What have we got so
I
far?
think that might genuinely be impossible
Why?
to race across
Why?
What, mountains?
because there's a lot of nothing in Mongolia.
Race along Thailand.
Isn't that's where Genghis Khan was from?
Yeah. The
yeah,
Mongolian
my
Empire.
mate.
Aren't we like all?
Biggest empire in history, mate. Bigger
Yeah.
than the Roman Empire.
We're allegedly all descendants of.
Not
Genghis.
everyone, just like millions.
Yeah, yeah, it's like one in something.
Oh, I think he had over 1,000 children, didn't he? Awful human, though. Terrible guy.
Anyways, guys, we love you, and we will see you on the other side.
Yeah, don't go changing and don't forget to hashtag it.